Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apocalypse Soon in the Park. Now make it loud for him. He's wearing a beautiful hat again. It's Eddie Pepitone.
Hey, everybody. Here we are again, folks. Al fresco. I believe the Italians say outdoors. Here we are in the great outdoors. We are the podcasters. Kevin Tinkin with me, my producer. We are podcasters who are adventurers, if you will. We go out. Anyway, you know the bullshit. How you doing, everybody? Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside. I want to welcome you guys. And Kev, this is going to be a little, let's go right into, if we can, a guided.
Oh,
if
my
we
God.
can, because I think people are feeling the stress of the holidays, the resurgence of COVID, even though everybody has declared that COVID is over, not over. Over is New York.
It's over.
It's over.
Over.
But it's not over. It's getting worse. Yes, young people. I think they don't have to worry, but the older people, like myself, we still have to take some precautions with COVID. And what I do is I just kind of, whenever I go out, I don't mask up anymore, but I do kind of do this with the variant.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm just kind of like trying to get the variant, like I move very quickly, you know?
gotta dodge it.
You got to dodge it. You have to do a lot. But let's do a guided.
I love it.
Because the holidays, what kind of holiday season is this really?
100%.
I don't think it's a good one. It just feels to me. What do you think about this holiday season before we go into a guided meditation? Are you feeling it? Or
I'm not feeling it.
What's going on? I don't feel it either.
I need to see lights. I need to go, you know what I mean? I need to see Christmas tree lights. I also like to have the ability to go shopping for gifts, and lately it's been
financially.
Yeah, I've been making a lot of paper airplanes. I'm gonna write a lot of great letters to my family.
Let's talk about let's go into a guided meditation because your whole thing is such a bottomless pit. A body. You see, I ask him a question and it goes right into such, the humanity over here.
Yeah.
To my right, to your left, to other people's, center, wherever Kevin is. It's too much. There's too much humanity. That's another thing.
I appreciate that. I do.
Well, the thing is that I've realized that everybody has too much humanity. No, I'm tired of not speaking my mind in the park because I'm worried about what this person over there is going to think of me and keeping my voice down. No, I'm outdoors and I'm going to be one of these people. One of these people who speaks his mind out here in the park. That's right, park people who speak their mind.
It's about time.
Yeah. And there's too much humanity going on. And what I mean by that is there's too much pain. There's too much pain in my life particularly.
Yeah.
And then I asked Kevin about, hey, do you feel like it's the holidays? And all of a sudden, I feel his humanity about money and stress. And yes, I have a lot of stress, and I'm sure it's coming out right now. Mm-hmm. I have a urology appointment tomorrow that could go either way. And by that, I mean I may get bad news. Who the hell knows? I have elevated PSAs. I know a lot of you young kids are going to be like, what is a PSA? Well, I'll tell you what a PSA is. It's a public service announcement. And I have very high levels of that. And as a matter, when you have high PSA, you are someone who always goes into public service announcements, willy-nilly. Oh. And I'm going to go into one right now. Listen, kids, watch out there. There is so much trouble to be had when you come outside. By the way, the weather is gorgeous.
It's so nice. It's very nice. It's nice and cool, but beautiful.
Oh, L.A., I bitch about L.A. all the time, but let me tell you something. the quote-unquote winters out here are amazing.
Yeah.
There's no winter, really. It's like this. It's like 60s.
Yeah.
And
Light
cool. Breeze. Yeah. Sunny still. Very nice. And whereas you people are in winter, most of you. And that's your problem. And here's a PSA. Be careful of winter. Winter could kill you. It could kill you, winter. The cold, the desperate feeling you get when the light... By the way, I just want to talk about darkness coming in early. Does that fuck you up?
Yeah, a little bit.
See the humanity again? Like, I just asked him... This is a plane. A lot of people will hold for planes. Me and Kevin, we actually have a fucking... we just let the natural sounds happen for you.
That's right.
But anyway, I just asked Kevin a question about, darkness or seasonal affective disorder when it gets dark early. And already, I don't know if you could tell, but he was going to go into a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I had a whole story prepared.
That's more humanity I need.
I apologize.
I need to focus on myself. Does anybody else just have problems focusing on themselves?
Not me.
Well, I do. I get too entangled in others. In others. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
And to get ahead in this fucking dog-eat-dog, and I love dogs, but I don't like... Why do they say dog-eat-dog? I've never seen a dog eat a dog.
I don't know. It's like one against another,
yeah.
Man against man.
Also, they use a lot of expressions with dogs, my favorite creatures on the planet.
Yeah.
They say a dog chasing its own tail.
Yep.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yep.
Doggy Style. That's the only one I really like, the Doggy Style.
Big fan.
And what that is about is it's just a stylistic thing.
Yeah.
It's
nice to have a little style in the bedroom. You know what I mean?
Oh, in the bedroom, yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah. My bedroom style is based after Hans Zimmer, the great composer.
Oh, yeah.
Who does a lot of soundtracks for movies. And if you get a chance, check out Hans Zimmer's bedroom style.
You have the Hans Zimmer sex track, don't you?
Imagine if Hans Zimmer actually... That's not true. Nothing about what I said is true. And I try to sprinkle, facts in.
You always drip in grains of truth.
Grains of truth.
Yeah, just little crumbs.
Before we get into a guided meditation, talk to me a little bit about how it is a little unsettling how early the darkness comes.
It's like 5:30-ish, It's
I meant age. Like I am 64 and the darkness has come.
Really?
It has come.
You can feel it.
You're talking 5:30 there. See, this is what I mean. This is what I deal with. I mean, I'm asking Kevin about darkness coming in our lives, and he's talking about 5:30.
I thought you were talking about daylight savings.
No, I am talking. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah,
but I felt the darkness come in multiple ways.
Yeah, tell me.
It gets dark in my life. I'll see the sun setting early, and I'm like, maybe I'll just go out in the desert and disappear. You know what I mean?
And what?
Just disappear.
Disappear.
Just disappear in the desert.
Wow.
Find a lean-to with a couple of cinder blocks. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I like I love the desert. It's too hot in the summer, but there's a beauty to the desert.
Oh, yeah.
The Sonoma Desert,
I
think it is.
Yeah.
The fauna, the flowers, and I think everybody who knows me knows that I'm a big proponent of fauna.
You're a fauna guy.
I'm a fauna guy.
Yeah, I know. You like flora, fauna. I've always known you as more of a foliage guy.
Foliage?
Yeah, a foliage guy. Yeah.
Well, that's when I was back east, but there's not much foliage here. But
you got to switch to the West Coast flower guy.
Yeah, I'm a
West flower to fauna.
Yeah.
Flower to fauna to foliage. Moving on.
Did you say Florida?
Flora? Flora?
Oh, okay, Flora.
Sorry, I'm having a stroke.
Yeah, I'm not. See, that happens too. We never know what's going to happen. Do you ever see the movie, folks? The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. Did you ever see that?
No.
It's about a Frenchman who, I forget his name, but he had a stroke and he managed to, I think he was a writer, he managed to write a novel with a debilitating, he was completely paralyzed. He wrote a novel with blinking his eyes. And
that's amazing.
Someone would record, they developed a signal what one blink would be and two blink.
Yeah.
This guy wrote a novel blinking his eyes because he couldn't move any other part of his body. And my problem with that is that he was making a lot of us look bad. Like he was being productive with an incapacitating stroke, whereas I have really nothing really wrong with me. I mean, lots of things, but nothing like that.
Nothing that hinders your ability to write.
And it's like, don't do that, sir. Let me talk to all the people who are completely paralyzed.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
We've got a lot of those
thank
guys.
you.
You're welcome.
Let me talk to people who are completely paralyzed. Don't write a fucking novel. If you're completely paralyzed, don't blink out a novel or a sculpture or whatever, because you're making people who don't have that kind of debilitating physical thing going on look bad.
It's my wife, she'll see a man in a wheelchair painting and she'll be like, why can't you be more industrious like that man? And I'm like, I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, my brain is paralyzed. That's what I tell her.
Yeah, my brain is paralyzed too. I think it's back in I think it's stuck when I was like 4 or 5.
Dude.
3, 2, 1, blast off. Let's go into a guided. Why don't you introduce it?
Ladies and gentlemen, just set all the sadness beside. Take it easy and fall deep into guided meditation with Eddie Pepitone.
Hi, everybody. All right. It's great to be with you here outdoors. And even if you're indoors listening to this or watching this on YouTube, I want you all to try to feel the outdoors. And I'm not talking about the fact that the light now, is gone by 5 o'clock. And if you're like me, you get up at noon, so you only really have 4 hours of daylight. I don't want you to think about that. What I want you to think about is just the beauty of being outdoors. Now, I want you to breathe in. Everybody on this guided meditation, I want you to breathe in. And I want you to see a police car. I want you to see a police car coming at you, and a couple of police officers jump out of the car and they throw you down to the ground. You hit your head, but you're still alive. Breathe that in, that you have survived a little bit of police brutality during the holidays. I bring up the police because I feel like I'm on the verge of going to jail all the time. So breathe that in, that the police have made you forcefully hit your head on the concrete. Now, with your first out breath, I want you to let everything go. And I'm talking about, I want you to let go the fact that you have intimacy problems. I want you all to let go of the fact that you can't be intimate or vulnerable, that you can't feel your feelings, that your humanity has been cut off because we live in late stages capitalism where there's no goddamn room for your humanity, for your vulnerability. There is no room. Families have been shattered by this system. Let that all go. And let go the fact, too, that your son tried to kill you in your sleep with a shotgun last night. I know a lot of people go through that, where they raise a child and they think they're doing a good job, and then one night they wake up at 3 a.m. and their son is standing over them with a shotgun. ready to kill them because of their misguided rage, their inability to connect with others. They blame you, the parent. Let that out, that your child is going to kill you in your sleep. Let that out. Let out the fact that you can't pay your bills. You can't afford presents for the holiday. Let out the fact that the ecosystem is so distraught and dying, and 100 species a day go extinct. And that's the good news about the ecosystem. The plague that we're still going through will probably just persist, and there'll be new variants, and we don't have any plan, especially here in the United States. Let it all out. We especially don't have a plan about pandemics here in the United States because of the fact that there is no goddamn focus on people's needs. It's all about profit. Let it all out. Hopefully you're in loose-fitting clothing. I've done a lot of guided meditations with people in straitjackets, and it never works. People in straitjackets, even if you put a nice patch on a straitjacket, a lot of people in mental institutions these days, even though, mental health has been cut in the United States, there used to be mental health options for people, and now the only mental health option for people is to walk around in a park like this shouting obscenities at strangers. And we're all strangers, but let that out. Let that out. And now, with your next in-breath, I want you to imagine that all war that is going on now in the planet, I want you, with your in-breath, I want you to take in all the murder that's being perpetuated by the United States, either in proxy wars or wars. It's all industrial warfare, killing innocent civilians. Breathe that in, but know that it's going to stop. You know when it's going to stop? When there's no oxygen left anymore because of ecocide. Because these motherfuckers, and I don't mean to be, giving you guys any negativity, just breathe in the fact that these motherfuckers, these warmongers, will never stop waging war because they are insane. You can't put it any other way. And that's why I want you guys in loose-fitting clothing so you can take that in. And now with your final out-breath, and I mean your final out-breath, I want you to get that little handgun that I told you to get last week, and I want you to just have a peaceful ending with your final out-breath. Just have a peaceful ending. Take that little handgun in your light-fitting clothing. Hopefully you're in your own yoga studio. You've got a nice cup of green tea with ginger and peach. Just take that little handgun and you know what to do with it. There are YouTube videos showing you how to do what I think you know. Also, there are YouTube videos how to fix your vacuum cleaner besides ending it all. You can use YouTube for so much with that out-breath.
Thanks for joining us on another guided meditation with Eddie Pepito. Oh, I like that. Plus, I also like the spit at the end, too. You're like, yeah.
Sorry about the spitting, folks,
No,
but I got up not too long ago, and there's a lot of expectoration that goes on when you first awake, right?
Yeah, expectoration.
Expectorant. I learned that by reading the side of a cough syrup bottle. Expectorant.
Oh, yeah.
Expectorant is, your phlegm and all that shit.
Yeah,
that's in your body. And by the way, I'm not taking a shot at people with a lot of phlegm here.
I wouldn't do that.
I have a lot of phlegm, so I mean...
If there's anything I can relate to, it's phlegm.
I know. You're phlegmatic. Have you ever heard that term? That's a real term.
No.
Phlegmatic I believe, means that you're hard to read, that you're kind of a mysterious person.
I like that.
Or you're very stoic. It's something along those lines. And let me tell you something, folks. This is the podcast where you can say what Pepitone and Tink can say. The truth is something along those lines.
It smells like the truth.
It smells like the truth. I'll tell you, when my dog farts, that's the truth. When she farts and I like breathe that in, and it's kind of a shocking wave or wall of, very horrific smell, I say that's the truth. That's the truth of life. And you know that's the beauty of a dog's fart, is that it can just kind of nail you to the truth.
Yeah. There's no spin zone when it comes
There's
to
no spin zone on
fart.
a dog's fart.
It's 100% pure. My cat farts when he gets nervous. And
we all fart
Really?
when we get nervous. Yeah.
Oh man, it's not good. He will ruin an
You know
evening.
when a lot of people fart too is when there's a threat of nuclear war, like during the Cuban Missile Crisis,
Yeah.
and we both. Well, I was alive. I was 5 years old when that happened, and I remember as a 5-year-old, you don't really, when you're 5, your farts are like expressions of joy.
They're nothing. Yeah, they're more pure at that age.
They're expressions of joy.
Uh-huh.
And when I was 5, I remember the Cuban Missile Crisis, and my farts, they smelled more like truth, and they smelled like, ooh, we're under threat from a foreign power.
Like, I smell conflict.
I smell international conflict. So anyway, if you are someone who, farts too much, try to avoid the news.
Oh God,
Right?
it'll get you bubbling. Watch
So
that
what else
news.
is going on with you? We really didn't talk about what's shaking. I'm doing the Comedy Store tonight. I don't know when you folks are going to see this. Oh, Tuesday.
heck yeah.
This comes out this following Tuesday.
Yes,
right?
it'll come out Tuesday.
So it's Thursday
It's
here,
Thursday.
December. We're recording December 8th.
Nice,
December.
you got it at the same time. I looked it up.
Well, I
Jeez.
remembered, and this was a big farting day. Pearl Harbor Day was yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yes, December 7th.
Lots
the
of twos.
day that will live in infamy. But Japan woke up a sleeping giant,
They really did.
which was the United States and their military war machine. And we came out of World War II as relatively unscathed. Europe
Yeah.
was in shambles, and we came out, a major industrial power, and now we don't make anything. We're just a service economy, and there are no jobs, no manufacturing jobs. But hey, that's life, right, folks? That's life in late stage capitalism. Okay? Yeah, there are no jobs for you in communities all over this country because, hey, that's the way the fucking cookie crumbles, baby.
That's
Right?
life. That's
That's
what
life.
they say.
By the way, I always wanted to be a lounge singer,
Yeah.
and like sing about things that lounge singers don't sing about.
Yeah.
Like things like, there's no more manufacturing base, so a lot of you are joining hate groups because you have no community. You have no place to earn a good living. There's no future for most of the country. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're surrounded by tents.
I would just love to see a Frank Sinatra type guy singing about like real social issues.
Yes. You know what? Because I know you
Yeah.
go into. I've seen you go into this lounge singer character before.
yeah.
But what I think would be fun for you probably would go. We go to a thrift store. We find a suit with like one of those ruffle things, and you put on like a '70s suit, and you do an entire set as that guy. You know what I mean?
Well, how long
Maybe
a set?
Go up with some ice and
Yeah. How long a set are we talking about?
I mean,
in your head.
In my head,
40
oh
or
God,
more or less?
I mean, I would say try it out on a 15, 20 minute.
All right,
area,
you see
know?
with that? You see that, folks?
Ease
That's
it
a
in.
lack of confidence. What Kevin just showed you, I said 40. He goes, I would try 15. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Pepitone. You are not well. See, that's what I heard from that response. You think 40, Kev? No, 15. What I heard is, Pepitone, you are not well. And you should try the smaller. By the way, I keep moving toward the camera all the time.
I think it's good. No,
Yeah,
I think
so.
it's good.
When I see my visage, we're looking at our images on a camera monitor.
Yes.
I just want to attack myself.
Feel
You ever
free.
look in the bathroom mirror and just lunge for yourself? Just lunge for yourself.
Oh yeah, dude. I have been in modes. You know, you drive by like a fast food restaurant and you go, "Ooh, I want that."
Did
right
you just
now.
say you did a drive-by?
A drive-by?
Are you in a gang?
I'm in a gang. No, I'm in a fast food gang. I'll drive by a fast. No, I remember one time being
Yeah.
so tired of having a gut, and then driving past the Carl's Jr. and be like, double bacon Western cheeseburger. Here we come.
It's tough.
And then I'm literally in the car going, "You stupid idiot! Stop."
Are you serious?
I was punching myself in the gut. Like,
No. No.
lose weight.
Oh,
And
shit.
I didn't do it. And then I went home and ate 12 cookies.
Are you serious?
No.
No.
This was,
Okay, good.
But I have literally punched myself in the gut on the road before, like to
Ooh.
just be like, "What are you doing?"
Fuck.
I
I know,
you're
man.
very
It's
abusive.
hard, man. Like changing behavior, and maybe this is a good way to go into Allen Margret because they have a lot of behavioral difficulties. You want to do?
Yeah, let's absolutely. Oh, you know what I should tell you? Oh,
Tell me.
I went to the doctor for the first time in like
Here we go, folks.
2 years.
Here comes humanity.
Here comes humanity,
Go
folks.
ahead.
Get ready for it.
Hold it. You haven't been to the doctor in 2 years, huh?
Not my primary.
I know.
care.
I gotta go too.
So primary, and I'm 41. So this is the first time post 40, which
Oh,
is
wow.
the big one where they're like they want to check for,
A lot of stuff.
yeah, booty hole punctures and
Yep.
all that good stuff.
I'll tell you, after 40, the booty calls get serious.
Oh yeah, the only booty calls I get are from my proctologist.
That's right.
No, but he goes, yeah, you're pretty healthy, and then he looks at the chart. He goes, yeah, you're overweight, and then I hear him whisper, obese. He goes,
Oh,
he
shit.
goes, you're pretty healthy. I mean, you're a little overweight, obese.
Oh,
But
shit.
I was like,
yeah.
all
My
right.
doctor he just refers to me now as the thing. You know what I mean? And it's not a superhero reference. It's just like, first he called me Eddie. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
over the years. I've seen him now for a bunch of years. He's like, first it was Eddie, my doctor
yeah.
used to call me. And then it would be like problem guy.
Yeah.
And then it would be like he referred to me as you were going to die soon. He just used to say to me, and then he started calling me, get your affairs in order. Mr. Get your affairs in order. But anyway, yeah, dude, you're not that overweight.
No.
You're not that overweight. And obesity is something you need to embrace.
Yes, 100%. You got to love yourself. You got to love the skin you're in.
Right.
That's
right.
That's what all the.
It's just hard. It really is hard to like change habits.
I'm so bad.
It's hard and it's not hard. I think for people like us, meaning people who are in their heads,
Yeah. Yes.
because comedians in general, I think, are just very cerebral.
Yes.
You
I
know?
think artistic people who have to
Yeah.
come from their own intrinsic motivation.
Sorry, folks, I'm gonna have to spit again.
Oh,
Again, this is because of
we'll put that on the Patreon.
that's for Patreon members only.
That's right. We get exclusive.
By the way,
coverage.
Patreon.com/Eddie Pepitone. We need some Patreon members.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing okay. There was some deletions.
We had a
bunch
couple
of
deletions, couple of pop-ups. Though.
Couple of people who joined.
We keep hovering. Right around the
Join
same.
everybody. If you're listening to this, you're not a Patreon member. Know that you are scum. All right. know that you are scum if you're not a Patreon.
Well, and we got exclusive content on there right now. We got 2 or 3 sets from you.
That's
and
what I
then-
wanted to tell
And
them.
we're going to get a couple of little, a little sweet whispers in our ear from Mr. Pepitone as exclusive content.
Yes.
Coming up.
Yes. That expectorant will be part of it.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I think you know what you should do.
What?
You should just record your morning pill taking routine, and then while you take your pills, just record your thoughts. You know.
Oh, my thoughts are never good taking the pills. You know what my thoughts are when I'm taking, my little medications that I have to take, is, Eddie, just fucking get shit together and you won't have to take that. Like every time I take these stuff, I'm like, look, there's a way you could probably get off this stuff. So why don't you just do that step by step instead of always, kind of giving yourself an excuse?
See, I think it's the opposite. I think when you're taking those pills, you're grabbing the wheel. You know what I mean? You're taking control of your life. You're going, I'm making intentional decisions to feel good.
Let's go into an Allen, Margaret.
You don't want to talk about pills?
Oh, but your doctor. Okay, so you did get the doctor. So basically, you're fine.
I'm fine, and I got my new gout medications coming.
Shit, I
It's
forgot.
at the CVS.
I forgot that you have gout, and that has to be. Now, what is gout from? You're not a heavy drinker.
No,
Do you eat
no.
too much? Your diet?
So your body, when you drink stuff that has purine in it, it converts it to uric acid. So people with gout either produce too much uric acid or they don't get rid of it fast enough. So then the uric acid goes down into your joints. It dries out and makes uric acid splinters, which stab you in your joints.
But what's it from?
So it's from eating foods that are high in purine, like rich foods like...
so you're eating a lot of rich shit.
I get... Well, the doctor ultimately told me it was a genetic thing.
I say eat the rich, by the way.
I'll get you gouted out, though.
Eat the rich. When you eat the rich, folks, be aware of gout.
Yes.
Right?
If you eat a lot of organ meat...
Organ meat.
If you're eating a lot of liver and stuff like that, you're in trouble. Brains, huge amount of purine.
Oh,
in
here
brains.
we are. I just wanted to see how deep into this.
Oh, yeah, we're 32.
Nice.
We're rocking
All right,
and
let's
rolling,
do an
baby.
Allen Margaret. Let's do an Allen Margaret, everybody. Here we go.
Now, Al and Margaret checking in with them, the couple that lives inside Eddie Pepitone's head.
Al, I put your medication behind the soy milk in the refrigerator. Margaret, how many times have I told you I want my medication behind the almond milk? I use mnemonics, Margaret, to remember where my medication is. What are you talking about? Almond equals diabetes. That's what I mean. Almond milk. I'm sorry, Margaret. I don't know what I'm saying. Al, I think that your medication should be put behind the soy milk because if you notice, the soy milk container is thinner than the almond milk container. And that way you can see the medication. Margaret, you know what I think is going on? You're avoiding the real topic here. What? I'm just trying to tell you about your medication. No, I think what you're avoiding is you're not really in love with me anymore. Oh, Al, don't start that crap. Look, I've noticed every time you've started talking about my medication, you don't look at me the way you used to look at me. What do you mean, Al? I look at you? No, you look at me with indifference lately. Well? Yeah, there you go. I caught you, didn't I? No. Yeah, well, I'm hearing it in your voice. No. Margaret, I hear that lilt of guilt Margaret. Al, I don't find you indifferent. I find you a little intolerable with your tyrannical micromanaging my life. Margaret, put on your red shoes like I asked you to before. That's what I mean, Margaret. That's what I mean. Did you call yourself Margaret? Oh, yeah, I think I did. Margaret, you realize that we are just a reflection of Eddie Pepitone's severe neurosis, or, as his doctor refers to him, get your affairs in order. You know, Al, I just don't want to talk about Eddie today. Really? Why? He's why we exist. No, he's not. We're a couple in New Hampshire who live by our wits. Yeah, the wits of Eddie Pepitone. Margaret, I mean Al. See? If you were a real person, Margaret, you wouldn't say Margaret, referring to me. No, it's just that I'm a little... I forgot. I gotta tell you this, Al. I'm pregnant. That's why I'm a little... What? Oh, baby. That's right, baby. Al, I'm pregnant. Margaret. Oh, my God, we're gonna be parents. It's about time. We're in our 60s. No, I mean... Baby, I just love you so much, and now we're gonna have a baby. Oh my God, I'm gonna get everything together. I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna stop drinking. I'm gonna stop injecting methamphetamine into the tip of my penis. What? I didn't know you were doing that. Well, I'm telling you now because we're having a child. I'm gonna stop. I don't know, Al. I'm afraid what you're gonna say. What you're gonna stop. How could I have missed you injecting methamphetamine into your penis? Because I'm good at stealth. I'm good at stealth, Margaret. I'm very stealthy. You sure as hell are, which is why I wanted to have a baby with you. I stopped using my diaphragm and my other birth control methods. What other birth control methods? You know, the rhythm method. Yes, I noticed you've been putting on jazz instead of R&B. Al, don't try to make a joke when we're going to have a child. By the way, we have to find out. It's a girl, by the way, and I'm naming it Nancy. Don't you name. We have to name our child together, Margaret. Al! I just think Nancy's the perfect name. I want to call her Wilhelmina. Al? What? Your medication is behind the soy milk.
Oh, aren't they cute? Big congratulations to Al and Margaret, the couple living inside Eddie Pepitone's head.
Yeah, that was a big revelation.
Wow.
I don't know where, by the way, Al and Margaret, it just happens.
Yes.
It comes out of me what is going on with them. And today was a bit of a...
It's a big day.
Yeah, I guess the next Al and Margaret's going to be very interesting, or they may not even reference it. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows? We might have a little one running around.
Maybe having a little one.
By the way,
yeah.
The man in the tent over there, at one point in the middle of you doing Margaret, I saw him pop his head out.
Oh, he can hear it? Does the sound track? By the way, you can't see it because the camera's this way, but when Kevin goes, the man in the tent... That is basically, half of the citizenry now.
Yes.
In Los Angeles County lives in fucking tents because rents and housing and food are out of fucking control.
Yep.
Out of control.
Yeah, we had a man actively taking a dump about 100 yards from us a few months ago.
All right. Well, you don't have to brag.
Remember that?
Imagine.
When we had to go to Starbucks because the guy was over there doing yoga and he ended up taking a dump.
We saw that?
Yeah.
You see, I block because I'm a child of trauma. I block out. Yeah, but it's fucking crazy the fact that people live outdoor that we can't house people.
Yeah.
In the richest fucking country. It's just so. It's so crazy.
What a beautiful state, though, right?
It's a beautiful day.
It's
a very beautiful day. I'm actually a little chilly here today.
You want to embrace?
What?
Do you want to embrace your body heat?
I wasn't noodling for that. By the way, the term noodling is not used enough, I think.
It is not. It's only used in music, and I think it should be used for more things.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
I love watching you do the Allen Margret.
You do?
Oh, yeah. I love seeing you
Why?
do characters because I've always been such a goofball.
Yeah.
And my whole life, even, especially as a young kid, and I'd have so many people kind of try to break it down, like stop doing voices. And
Oh,
being
they would
weird.
say that to you?
A little bit. They'd say
Here's
there's a
the-
time and a place,
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that I said on a stand-up set, too, is that the fucking powers that be, they don't want us having too much fun or being too creative.
Yeah.
They want us in a fucking little box where we are just, working their shit little jobs. And if we have, all this inner freedom and, start developing, our creativity, we're not going to want to be in that shit little Amazon warehouse,
They want us predictable and available.
They want us having to they want us to have to work like dogs so we can't tend to our fucking creativity.
Yeah. No, you got to let it free. You got to let it loose.
And the job of the artist is to connect with the great majority of the population, and their art should be based upon freeing people from the chains of this fucking, imprisonment, that the pursuit of money, the pursuit of accumulation by a few keeps going on. I'm not making a lot of sense because I don't feel well.
Well, you sound well, I'll tell you that.
You sound well.
I was helping a buddy with an audition yesterday.
I have an audition, by the way, I have to do today,
But at one point I was like, because the character he was playing was pathetic and he was like pleading for his life a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
And
did you help him with it?
Yeah, I do. I like doing that periodically because then he'll help me with mine too.
Yeah.
But he, at one point I'm like, embarrass yourself. Like, let loose. Don't worry about being uncomfortable.
That's so true, by the way.
Like, get embarrassed. Do something ridiculous.
You really hit on a great aspect of being an actor, and probably everything else, too. It's having the courage to fail, really, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, embarrassment is like another way to say failure. Oh shit, I'm not like doing it perfectly.
Yeah, I'm not cool.
But the only way you can get to the diamonds, is through failing.
Yeah.
And just
and I think
taking chances,
having the willingness to fail too.
That's true.
Because if you're always trying to hold something back so that you can have some, I don't know, self-esteem or,
we want to look cool.
Yes.
We want to look a certain way.
But if
right?
you're playing a character that's pathetic and like whatever, it's like, go with it. Go, like, let snot come out of your nose. Like, go wild,
or just like, here's the thing. Stop censoring. Not censoring because you don't want to say fucked up things, but stop like judging yourself constantly. That's the big thing. It's the judgment.
Yeah.
That judgment stops people from artistic creation, stops people from being their authentic selves because we think we should be a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's why there aren't that many good actors.
Yeah, well, I think that's one of the good things about doing characters so much is that when you do a character, you get used to committing completely. You know what I mean? So, at least that's what I tell all the producers that are telling me to leave. I go, look, I really committed though. They're like, sir, put your pants on.
I have to do a self-tape audition for a mafia type guy.
Oh, really?
Which I'm looking forward to. And I'm wondering if my agent's going to give me shit because I recently have been growing this mustache and I don't know if it fits with the character.
I think absolutely.
You think so? Okay, good.
Plus, don't you always say willing to shave?
Willing to shave.
That's what I always have to say.
Oh, look at this little guy. We got a nice little doggy.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hello. And a pit bull.
Hey, guys.
Hi, guys. Hi. Some happy dogs.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, that's the thing. Don't let your... No, I mean, it's hard, but that judgment, that fucking super ego of... the capitalist ethos, which is like, be a good little fucking productive piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of pursuing what you want to pursue.
Yeah.
Even though there's so many self-help gurus who say, oh, just, fucking just be what you want to be, but they don't tell you how to fucking pay the rent and do all that shit.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That
is the truth. Yeah, just be yourself. I'm like, I can't buy food.
Excuse me, I have to spit again.
Oh, wow. Guys, this is, I mean, the content on Patreon is going to be insane this week.
Hey, let's do another one. What should we do? Another little character thing here.
We didn't do the last newscaster.
Oh, let's do the last newscaster.
Yeah, and I think that'll be perfect timing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now, join us in the field for the last newscaster on Earth.
Hello, I'm fucking insane. And our top story tonight, I am losing what little connection to reality I have. Let's go to field reporter me, down at the scene, which is me. Hi, it's me, fucking insane, and I'm here with myself in a landscape of horror. The nuclear winter, the fucking the nuclear winter, the ecocide, all of it has destroyed me, and I am left now with just this little camera and you. Even though I think I'm the only one left on Earth, I am the last newscaster on Earth. I am fucking insane. And now back to fucking in the studio. Thank you, fucking. And now let's go to me, fucking insane, for sports. All right, yes, this sports. What we have here today in sports is nothing. Nothing. That's right. Nothing. If getting a blowjob from an animal is winning or a sport, then I win, because I did that behind the 7-Eleven the other day. Why not? There's nobody else on the planet. And now, I want you to know, before I sign off here today, I want you to know, if there is anybody out there, please contact me, because I'm about to eat my own ass. I am about to eat my own ass just because it seems like the right thing to do. I'm so fucking insane. Good night.
And thanks for joining us for the last newscaster on Earth.
Hey, I think we did it.
I think we did it. I think we got it. That's pretty solid.
Pretty solid. You want to do the ending a little bit? Like what we want to tell people to do?
Yeah, folks, make sure.
By the way, thank you for tuning in today.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about Apocalypse Soon.
Yeah. It's we've got a YouTube up there. I'm always putting content up there every day, 5 days a week at least. And we got full versions of this podcast on there the week after it comes out, or you can get them the day they come out on Patreon. And we also got exclusive clips of Eddie doing stand-up and some bonus content, bonus episodes on there for you. Send us emails to eddiepetpodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, that's right. Right. We have been getting a couple of comments. And thank you to everybody who has emailed. We read them. Not on air, I guess, but I definitely read them, and I appreciate the encouragement and some of the funny stuff you guys say. So please keep emails coming. Any suggestions for the podcast?
Feedback, positive encouragement.
Feedback is a big thing. Yeah,
it's huge because we're just shouting into the ethos.
We're like the last newscasters.
Yeah, no, really, without any response, we're just like, we're just yelling into a camera.
We're yelling in a beautiful park
Gorgeous.
where homeless people are living, unhoused people.
Hey, we'll be there soon.
Yes, I had to look at my bank account today, as a matter of fact. All right, buddy. Well, thanks, everybody. Remember, this is Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside.